Egg. 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 An egg. An egg. Egg.
Egg.
An egg. 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 An egg. An egg. An egg. 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 One egg. Egg. One egg. 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 One egg. Egg. One egg. One Egg. Egg. An egg.
Eggs left.
An egg. Egg. Egg.
Pork.
An egg.
Pork.
Done.
Egg. Egg.
Pork.
can be on a date, and it doesn't matter at all if they invented Brum. Well, we don't know who that was.
A game show
Oh.
called.
And if there was a
How
goal,
to
There used to
Find
be a game
Monty
show called.
Oh,
Well, I
that's
can't
fine.
remember. 0. 7. Fuck!
Great.
Yes!
Happy National Meetings Week.
Hey. Hello. Good eve afternoon to everyone, to all my hot, sweaty friends, to all my dry companions, and to all my mates. I am Sean Morley, and you are watching twitch.tv/Sean Mall. So without further ado, my mic's cutting it. Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? I watched a VOD, and in that VOD, I could hear myself breathe, and I thought that's wrecked. It's the gate. I'll mess with it. Here, we'll just hop into the office, and I'll sort it out. See you in a minute.
Hey, now here's a guy with no worries.
Paul.
Open.
Paul. Close.
the winner is this.
Sorry, I don't know what happened there. Something went wrong. I'm back now. How's the gate on my voice? I think I ramped it up a little bit, but maybe it's it is still quite hot. Yeah. Am I cutting in and out a little bit? Yeah. To those, can I tell you what Crazy Bus is? I only discovered it this week, and it's a funny thing to exist. It was a Genesis game made in Venezuela about parking buses, but it was made in like 2005, like long after. It's better than it was. Sounds like it's still bad. Shall I turn the attack and hold time down? Like, should I turn that up a little bit, maybe? Add a few milliseconds to that. Can you play it? Yeah. So, Crazy Bus, if we just want to go back and examine Crazy Bus as an artifact, when you load it up, you can see that it mentions all the trademarks of all these different bus companies, but it does also mention it's not affiliated with them, which confused me because at the very beginning, it shows the actual logos of these bus companies. I don't know. I don't think I breathe louder than normal. I think I just don't have one of those big breath shields. A throat air shield. And I hear a VOD and I go, oh, but I'm breathing so much. And then I doesn't do shit, yeah. And I think I do. I think I probably breathe like a pug. I've got Pokemon Sleep downloaded on my phone, so I hear recordings of every night. I feel like I go beyond sleep apnea. I think I must have wake apnea. I don't know if I'm making those noises at night, how air can pass through my throat at any point in the day. Thank you, Maggie. But if you were to go into my nasal cavities, you'd find more snot than a pug could fit in its entire body. Hello, Maiden of Sweatshop. What Pokemon do I attract in my sleep? Pinsir. I've been getting a few Pinsers. And I'm getting a lot of Wobbuffets. So I don't know what that says about me. I don't feel complimented by it. I don't feel exactly like I've been... Pokemon Sleep does not make me feel like my best self when I wake up and it says, your sleep has attracted Pinsers and Wobbuffet. Where are all the beautiful ones? Where are all the fuckable Pokemon around me when I'm sleeping? Because I would say, honestly, they've had a pretty good run. Most Pokemon, at the very least, I give them a little kiss. Pinsir, Wobbuffet. How do I min-max my sleep? Buddy, you got to DM me. You got to DM me. I can help you on that. Hello, the May returns. Anyway, I've got an off topic, I think. Have I? No, not really. Why wouldn't you kiss a Wobbuffet? Because it would bounce back and forth. You know those little things that you get sometimes on bathroom doors and you can ping them and you can wobble around? They're like that. What is the topic? I'm glad you asked. The topic is Harvester. Actually, the topic is we have a place in Sheffield. I can confirm I'm going to be a resident of Sheffield in less than a month's time. The countdown has begun until I am ensconced in the most normal island in the Northern Hemisphere. And then the real topic is Harvester in brackets 1996. Yes, do we need a poll? I think I'm just going to move on to harvesting, and then occasionally we'll talk about whether or not we want to fuck up. We've already gone quite a lot. We've talked about Crazy Bus. Oh, here we go.
Thank you so much for triggering the welcome bear. I love seeing new faces in the chat, and I love seeing this community grow from strength to strength.
Someone's made a button. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing on the grapevine that someone's made a button. I don't know where in the world this button is, but I had some evidence of it. We're not talking about Harvester the Chain. We're talking about this harvester. I have, yes. Because I feel like every time I start talking about anything, I stop for an incredibly long time to do 3 welcome bears in a row. But I haven't put a big cooldown on it. I think if you all want, you can make welcome bear happen as much as it did before. But I don't want this. Someone's done a welcome bear, so 3 other people go on. Now I'm going to do one. It's a short cooldown. See, we're already back. We're already back.
Thank you so much for triggering the welcome bear. I love seeing new faces in the chat, and I love seeing this community grow from strength to strength.
Yeah, sorry, Maiden the Sweatshop. We did bounce around a bit at the beginning, but I think once we're in the game tonight, we'll be nice and settled. This game is called Harvester. It was made in either 1996 or 1998. Maybe someone could verify. It's one of them. And I think its aesthetic is enticing. It's luxurious. Hello, Wimp Talk. I'm here to bear witness. Well, witness this. Let's get it on. Let's get it visible. Let's get gaming. Probably this. And to get the audio in, it's probably this. All right. Let's see if this DocsBoss client... Oh, it crashed and turned itself off. Okay. Can Oracle have a more put for his birthday? It's going to be behavior dependent. Ah! Game capture doesn't like it. The video game music's way too loud. Here we go. Now we're DOSBoxing. Oh, I love going this fast through the desert towards a power station? A mansion? Oh, yes. Between the legs? What was the game we had to hack the game to play the game? I promise you, Maggie, when you're in, there's an aesthetic vision that I think you will enjoy. Oh, Basilisk, yeah. Yeah, Basilisk 2000. Which honestly I rate. I think it was a good time. We're already off to a good start here. John Johns. Never heard of cinematographer John Johns. Zorch. No, what we're doing now is we're going to an Apex 90s adventure game. Now that's a logo. My head is killing me. Albrot's already on it. These games all have to open with that. My head feels like it's going to explode. Okay, Harvester gameplay tips. Show tips sounds good. I've never played before. Where does this belong on the screen here? Okay, next. Next. You can combine objects into new objects by clicking them and dragging onto one another. That's what we like to see. Sound levels can be adjusted on the options menu. Honestly, better than average. Screen too dark, you can change to gamma. Check your photo on the inventory screen. It will get worse as you take more damage. Okay, so your health bar is indicated by the status of a photo in your inventory. Look for special items that will restore your health. After finding required items during the day, night will be the time of mischievous adventure. That's a gameplay tip. Yeah, I don't know. Is the do you look more beat up in the photo, or is the photo ripped and burnt? Double-click the left mouse button on an exit to go through instantly. Use the right mouse button to attack an opponent. Okay. Left-click on your character or press I to view inventory. Left-click on an object to grab it and right-click to put it in the inventory. A penny saved is hardly worth the effort. Use the left mouse button to move your... Oh, okay. Then we're done here, right? Oh no, if you are stuck on a puzzle, talk to other characters and they'll give you clues. Avoid cliches like the plague. Ammunition is precious, so don't waste it. If you get stuck on a puzzle, try using items in crazy, illogical ways. Okay, it's nice if they just come out and straight up admit the puzzles won't make a lot of sense. Save your game often, especially before trying something crazy, illogical, or dangerous. Can Oracle have a birthday? More point. Do you think he should? Should we take a poll? Should Oracle receive a birthday more point? One yes, two no.
Poll open.
Because it's not up to me, is it? Okay, we've got a few twos. We've got a few twos coming in. We've got 1 4, but we do have an overwhelming amount of yeses. All right, and then we'll also just have an additional 40 seconds of waiting. Sorry, Oracle, you've been outvoted here. We're a democracy. 1 second.
Thank you so much for triggering the welcome bear. I love seeing new faces in the chat, and I love seeing this community grow from strength to strength.
I stopped the sneeze, but I should have. I would have loved the relief of that sneeze. Oh, it's coming back. I can't. I've got performance anxiety. I'm anxious about the sneeze. I'm anxious about you seeing me sneeze. I've become to sneeze so loud lately, and I'm a bit embarrassed. And if you could tell me maybe in advance it's okay if you sneeze loudly. I thought honestly it was queued up so it would only show the 2 new ones. I've just checked and it's not, but it is now. How loud can I sneeze? Really loud, honestly. Hello, Martine, just in time. Also, hello, Mono, just in time. I say lean to the loud. I can't now. I can feel that it's fully gone down. Save your game often, especially before trying something crazy. Oh yeah, and sorry, and before I go back in, of course. More point, Oracle. Okay. Holding down the control button. Oh, and let me know if you've got the volume okay on yours. If it's ever too quiet or too loud, let me know. Holding down the control button plus the arrow keys allow you to attack opponents. Look before you leap. The help screen can be helpful, or better yet, read the manual. I'll think about it. You can pick your friends and you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose. That's not true. You can pick your friend's nose with their consent. Right-clicking on some objects in the inventory shows a close-up of that object. Right-clicking on weapons in the inventory activates and deactivates them. Press escape to bring up menu options. And I think we've now done all of that. Good. Okay, so what can we see? Examine the wall clock. One of your typical wall clocks. Examine the P47 Thunderbolt. It's a 1/48th scale P47 Thunderbolt with a broken propeller. Examine the bed. The mattress is speckled with odd stains. Oh god. Examine your inventory. A handful of faded hardbacks litter the lower shelf. That's not really what the bottom text says. I for inventory, is it? This is my health indicator. And Harvest Land Furniture Warehouse.
Thank you so much for triggering the welcome bear. We love seeing new faces in the chat, and we love seeing this community grow from strength to strength.
That's the number to beat now. That's the number of people from the community in a single welcome bear video message to beat. Cheap folding chairs such as you find at swap meets, bingo parlours and other religious gatherings. Examine the mirror, sure. Radiator. Basketball. Oh, I want this. An official Dust Bowl basketball autographed by JPF. Can I have it? Are you like struggling to pick it up? What am I seeing? What am I witnessing? Oh, you're punching it. Yes, of course, that's just you punching. I'm making you attack. Great. Okay. Then what was the thing? So the thing I'm supposed to click to put things in my inventory is the same thing as the thing I click to punch. An empty trash can, so clean you could eat from it. Okay. Talk to Hank.
What?
Who are you?
Leave me alone, Steve, or I'll tell Mom on you.
Keyword mom, keyword Steve, keyword bye. Okay, keyword mom.
Mom's in the kitchen, and if you bug me, I'll call her.
Look, do you know me?
Oh, I get
Wish
voiced.
I didn't, 'cause then you wouldn't be my brother, and I'd have your room, and all the presents at Christmas. Though I will soon enough anyway, 'cause you're a lousy rat.
You're my brother?
No duh.
Listen, I don't mean to, bug you, but I can't seem to remember anything. Will you please just tell me who you are?
Mom, Steve is bugging me.
Steve, leave Hank alone right now.
I think the character scaling looks great. He's very far away, so he's little, and then Hank is quite close. Let's try lousy rat.
Why am I a rat? What did I do to you?
You went and got all mushy on that girl, and now you're lighting out on me. Well, if that's the way you're gonna be, then you can drop dead.
Lighting out?
What do you mean I'm lighting out on you?
First comes love, then comes marriage, then comes Steve in a baby carriage.
What the hell are you talking about?
Mom, Steve said hell.
Young man, don't you dare use that kind of language in this house.
How'd you like that?
I will put other in when I'm back to the keywords menu. I'll ask why he's so mad at me.
'Cause you're lighting out on me to go off with that stupid girl. So tough it. I don't care anyway.
Okay, other. What do you want me to put in other? I could write any word. I could write frog.
Say what?
Okay, doesn't recognise frog. You want me to write punch, or do you want me to punch the boy?
Milk tree.
How? Alright. Hey. Milkshake factory. I've got to write milkshake factory.
Say what?
Punch.
Say what?
Napalm? Sure.
Say what?
These are all great guesses, I think. 1 second. In 7 seconds, I'm going to have to drink some of my drink, apparently.
Finally complete.
I'm now nice and hydrated. Did the randomizer not activate? It might have still been technically doing the previous animation. But you'll be glad to know I've already sipped. Our pants are murking? At some point I thought it. Shall I ask about this girl?
I don't know what girl you're talking about.
All summer, it's been Stephanie this and Stephanie that. And now you don't remember? You think I'm dumb or something?
No, I just can't remember anything, like I said.
Well, you better remember quick, 'cause the wedding's in 2 weeks.
What?
Leave me alone so I can watch TV.
I'm engaged.
I said I don't want to talk about her anymore.
That's a weird-looking television. Come to think of it, this whole place looks totally retro.
What do you mean retro? All TVs look alike.
Sure, basically. But this is one old-fashioned clunker.
Old-fashioned? It's brand
Oh, I
new.
gone back in time?
Yeah, but look at the tube. Where's the remote control?
What's that?
Now that I think about it, I can't remember.
And what was that you said about retro rockets?
No, retro. It means... Oh man, I know what I mean. That everything here is wrong. But I can't picture the difference.
Then shut up and quit bugging me. I'm watching my cowboy show.
Oh, so has he gone back to like the 1950s, 1960s from the mid-90s?
Have you noticed that your show is in black and white?
What else? Color? On a TV?
Well, I think I've seen a color television before.
Have not. Quit it or I'm gonna tell.
Hey, look at that. Your mother lets you watch this stuff?
Sure. This is part of history. What made America great. And besides, blood and guts are needed.
Should I say that kids shouldn't watch violence, or that the colonial storming of America was neat? I don't believe household fire extinguishers of this prevalent in the 50s. This household could have had a particularly violent history with fire, but you're right, there are 2. Don't say it's neat. Everyone else is saying it's neat.
I'm glad you're catching on, Steve. You're not too bad for a lousy rat.
Okay, goodbye.
Good. Fine on.
Let's check in the kitchen, talk to Mom. Oh, can I just say, this rotoscoped, I know we've seen a lot, not rotoscoped, what we're talking about. It's just the insertion of real people and real footage into these digital spaces. Here, it looks great. Here, it looks fantastic. Oh, the baby. A newborn is sleeping soundly. We look at this. An expertly embroidered old-fashioned wall plaque. Cabinet that smells of dirty diapers. A mother.
Well, hello there. How about some cookies? There's plenty of rejects in the trash.
Who are you?
That's a fine way to talk to your mother.
You're my mother?
That's right. Though sometimes I get treated like the hired help around here.
I don't remember you.
Of course you don't. Until you need your socks washed.
No, you don't understand. I can't remember where I am or even who I am.
Land's sake, stop your joshing, won't you? Honestly, Steve, I thought you'd grow up a little after graduation. I only hope that new job will plant your feet on the ground.
So that's my name. Steve.
Your name will be M.U.D. Mud if you don't stop teasing me, young man.
Listen, this may sound strange, but I've lost my memory. Do you believe me?
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve.
I'm serious.
Sure, and next you'll be telling me you don't remember Hank and your little sister.
I love the scaling here. It's all a little bit uncanny, but during that conversation I was picturing what it would take for her to get one of these knives for cooking. She'd have to like bodily climb up on the counter and then stand up and get it. What do you mean, Naff?
When did I graduate?
4 months ago, as if you could forget that.
What college?
College? A high school diploma is all you need to get a job. And besides, you can't marry Stephanie if you're going to waste your time going to college. 18 years old and you're just now getting your first job. It's a disgrace, but better late than never. I guess we can thank Stephanie for that.
Well, we hate Stephanie here.
And just who is Stephanie?
Don't you dare toy with that sweet girl. If you start in on her with all this amnesia poop, she'll think her fiancé is having second thoughts about the wedding.
Wedding?
Look, all this talk about weddings is nuts. I'm not marrying anybody till I figure out what's going on here.
First the heartbreak of psoriasis, and now this. 2 weeks before the wedding and you're backing out. Whatever will the neighbors think?
I can't marry someone I don't even know.
Fine, have it your way, but leave me out of it. If you're going to break Stephanie's heart, you march right next door and do it yourself. And don't expect me to write you a note.
Fiance.
Fiance? This is insane!
Oh,
Fiance.
you're not having second thoughts about marrying Stephanie. Is that what this silliness is all about? Pre-wedding jitters?
Can something like that produce amnesia?
Stop this foolishness right now and count your blessings. Stephanie is great at cooking and cleaning.
Cooking and cleaning, keyword.
What's cooking and cleaning got to do with anything?
Honestly, boys are so dense. What else is there for a wife but cooking and cleaning? You may not appreciate
He's
a hot
gone
meal
into
on a
the
clean plate
past.
when it's there, but if it wasn't, we'd hear about it soon enough, I'll bet.
You're saying that's all there is to marriage? Cooking and cleaning?
Well, you'll have to ask your father about that, but I'm sure Stephanie will do her duty when the time comes.
We can ask about duty.
Le-
Oh
You
no!
can't know what I'm talking about, and that's
clicked.
best. When the time comes to make a baby with Stephanie, you'll have to make your peace with the fact that when a farmer plants his seed, he can't help but get some nasty dirt on his hoe.
I don't need to know what was happening
My
there.
father.
I don't want to learn
He's
these
in
things.
the other room. He decided to sleep in today. Now please, let me get back to my cookies.
Wasn't the past different, hey?
The bake sale is on Friday, and yet you're baking the cookies now.
Never put off till tomorrow what you can do today.
But they'll be stale by then.
That's why I'm throwing them away,
And then cooking more?
to replace the ones I throw out.
Why?
Well, I have to. No one's going to pay to eat stale cookies out of the garbage can.
But you expect me to.
Of course not, Steve. I wouldn't charge you. I'm your mother. Help yourself.
Yeah, he's gone back about 2 years. I don't need to hear about the charity bake sale. Let's
Don't
go
forget to
exploring.
put the papers out for Jimmy. You know how he gets.
Can we get this? The fire extinguisher? Stop punching it. What did the help stuff say about... Okay, how do I save, actually? How do I save? Okay, I'm going to press escape, and I'm going to hope that what escape does is bring up a menu. Great. Phew. Alright, save. Jesus. Fucking hell. Okay. Oh, we'll call this first save. And that's saved, has it? The menu is... It tells you the tone, isn't it? Options. Help. How do I pick stuff up? Operate target. Take object. Click and hold the left mouse button while the cursor is object, and then drag the object over Steve. Oh. Okay. So you drag the object. So I want this. And I just can't drag it. So I'm looking for the hand. So does anything here have the hand? Examine the cookies. They're hot out of the oven. And I shouldn't punch my mother. Probably not. But I could punch Hank. You know what? We'll punch someone else. Let's not punch our direct family, eh? Let's not punch a child or an older woman.
Hey, Steve, I'm Jimmy James. Remember me?
I guess not.
It's Jimmy James.
Hey, how come you haven't been putting the paper out for me in the morning?
Just try and convince the kid we've got amnesia.
Yeah? Well, try to remember, will ya? How'd you expect a working Joe to make an honest living? You don't put the paper out, I'm out of a job.
So what? You don't get paid for picking up papers anyway.
The Sentinel building burnt down. What the heck else am I supposed to do? Listen, start putting that paper out and everything will be Jake, okay? That's all I
Try to
want.
remember,
That
will
and a
ya?
pair of sneakers. Walking this route every day has worn holes in mine. Say, you got any spare sneakers?
Yes, I do.
Whoa, that's great. Maybe we could trade.
What could you give me?
You know Miss Whaley and Principal Harold down at the school? Well, I found out they're messing around with each other in the broom closet. I can tell you when they meet and trade you some keys that'll let you catch them red-handed. What do you say?
Yes, take my shoes in in return for knowledge about how to catch teachers having affairs.
Before I give away the keys, let me see those sneakers.
First the keys, then the sneakers.
Nuh-uh. If you're trying to pull a fast one on me, get it. You don't get the keys till I see the sneakers. And that's that. See you later, alligator.
Alright, shall we save and then punch Jimmy James? I feel like we've got it in our system that we just need to understand just before punching Jimmy James. That's save file 2. And now we're going to punch Jimmy James. Have I got that right? Oh, he's shooting me. Jimmy James is... Okay, yeah, great. They've properly animated him taking a gun out of his newspaper bag. Yeah, fair enough. And look, we've got this save file just before punching Jimmy James. Oh, you think I should try again, Albrock? You're just saying it's a skill issue. You think I should try and... I don't think Jimmy James can get stun locked. Yeah, alright. I can't get close. I can get stun locked. I was doing frame perfect inputs, let me tell you. No, we don't need to mega gun me. I don't need any kind of corrective treatment. Please. Tonight's not a night for a mega gun, I think. Just let's keep a cordial atmosphere. How many times... Can you just tell me, how many times do you want me to punch... Alright, fine, I'm gone. Fine. You asked me. Hello, Des Lennis. Let's pop back in. He's pretty good. I think there's good opportunity for a future tech out of this guy. Alright. You don't really want me to keep punching Jimmy James, do you? I mean, you might. You might. If that's what you want to see. I honestly don't think... I honestly don't think you can. I think the whole point is he's got a gun, so you couldn't possibly punch him to death. Oh, a map. How does this work? Oh, okay. Oh, it's very janky. You have to put your if you put your mouse near the top, it'll move you to the top. But it looks like you're just this block. This blocks the whole world. But it's actually quite a lot of choices. So here's my house. Then we've got the general store, the post office, the barber shop. We've got Potsdam residence, abandoned house, the Johnson residence, the cemetery, Shady Oaks mortuary, the fire station, the police station, the newspaper building, the lodge, Edna's diner, the TV station, the Gein Memorial School, probably a reference to Ed Gein. Oh, hello Raiders. Welcome Raiders, thank you very much for the raid, and of course a shout out to Summer, friend of the stream, friend of the community. I hope you're all doing very well. What were you playing? How did it go? GNOSIA. We're just playing Harvester, which I believe Summer is already familiar with. We're just looking at the town map for the first time, and we have the meat plant, the missile base, and then we're back to the top. Nausea. Where should we go? Any votes on... great, we've tried to punch the newspaper boy and he shot us with a gun. That's probably the highlight. Missile base, why not? Talk to Colonel Buster Monroe.
Oh, who goes there?
Amazing.
They tell me my name is Steve.
All right. This is Section 21. Keep your distance, son. I wouldn't want to have to blow your head off.
That makes two of us.
So you're the amnesiac, huh? Just another draft-dodging ploy the way I see it. But at least you're not an alien. You see their ships every now and then. Sometimes Swell bags one in the woods.
Who are you?
Colonel Buster Monroe, commander of the Harvest Nuclear Missile Installation, keeping America safe from those who would dye our flag red, white, and pink.
I think
These
this
are
guy is
nuclear
a...
missiles?
Goddamn right they are. Every one of them ready to rain death on the Ruskies. All I gotta do is hit the button and blammo! The price of vodka goes through the roof. Along with the vodka.
Well, I suppose you have, you know, safeguards against accidents?
Safeguards? Don't be such a weak sister. There are no safeguards. This is the 50s.
50s confirmed.
Then you have sole control of the, missiles.
That's right. Been in charge here since WW2, when I got my lower torso shot off in the war.
Lower torso
Those
missing
pennyweights in
confirmed.
Washington wanted to stick me behind a desk. To hell with that. They owed me. I left my legs in Dusseldorf. They owed me. Of course, they felt that after the trauma of having to crawl from Germany to England trailing my intestines behind me, I was too emotionally unstable to continue in the military. That's why they gave me this nice cushy job and put me in charge of the nuclear missiles.
I think this guy's deal is abundantly clear. I think this is a, like, baby's first satire writ large. I mean, it's a point and click edgy political satire from 1996. It's almost exactly what you would imagine it to be. What do we want? Commie bastards, aliens, intestines, nuclear holocaust, emotional instability, lower torso, or the button? Emotional instability? Why not?
Of course, they wouldn't have given you the, button if you were really, say, emotionally unstable.
Of course not. I was given a full exam by my captors in the concentration camp when I was captured during my second penetration behind enemy lines. A year after I lost my lower torso. It was quite thorough.
What did it say?
I don't know. I can't read German. Okay, yeah, you can't get shot in two equal but separate portions without feeling a little down. Who wouldn't? That doesn't mean I'm unbalanced. A little lighter maybe, but my balance is fine. Still, is it abnormal to harbor doubts late at night when your boots in the corner mock you? Is it sick to want to poke them in their eyelets and rip out their laughing tongues? Then you feel bad, and you invite them under the covers with you, but will they come? Oh no! Spit and polish, trump, a long, long way to Tipperary, especially when you're waddling on your hands. Get some gloves, they say, in their high-pitched little voices, and snicker in the bootlocker, talking of my jockstrap behind my back. They all deserve a good nuclear holocaust.
Yeah, I don't think the devs knew how to spell Tipperary. It's one of those places that you just say in the song, but you've never considered as a place. We could just ask about the nuclear holocaust. I kind of just want to see if I can go in the base.
Son, when you've had your body shot in half, you know a thing or two about fear. You learn that when something actually happens, it's never as bad as you imagine it would be. Oh, sure, I can't write my name in the snow. I had to shell out a few simoleons for portable IV drips, colostomy bags, and so on. The pain is hardly what I'd call constant. I have my good days when I pass out completely. We're never asked to endure more than we're capable of handling, mister. Folks would die in a nuclear holocaust, but nobody would die who wasn't going to die anyway, sooner or later. And the rest of us? Why, we'd take a little R&R at the old radiation bunker, climb out in 2 weeks, and go back to work, refreshed and ready to contribute as productive members of society again. Makes me wonder why I don't just push the button and take me a nice vacation. Can you give me any reason why I shouldn't?
We haven't saved. Should we encourage him to start a nuclear holocaust? Or should we just... Should we make a kind of legalistic argument for why we probably shouldn't? Can you save scum now? Let's find out. No. No. But to be honest, the last save's not that long ago. Let's encourage a nuclear holocaust.
All right, soldier. You talked me into it. Unfortunately, there's only room in my shelter for one.
Oh, the button's underneath him. The game seems pretty good. To me... To me, I've got no issues. I think this is probably one of the better endings. But we gotta go and find a worse one. Okay, so that was the missile base. I guess we should save more often. Let's. I feel like I just want to pick up some items so I can start doing puzzle game stuff. Let's check out the cemetery. Now it said that at night something else is happening. Like there's a day-night cycle of some kind. But I don't know what advances time. 1948, another unknown visitor. Boxcar Willie. The air here reeks of fresh soil and manure. Unnamed hobo. Tombstone unmarked. Examine the picnic table. I want an item I can pick up so I can feel like I'm playing an adventure game. Let's throw some salt at this. Marble door sealed shut. No going into the crypt. And that might be it for the cemetery. There's a dead sycamore. Maybe come to the cemetery at a different time. I don't want to punch the baby. Mortuary? There's that symbol again. Examine the symbol. Oh. Examine the candles. Can I grab the candles? No. Don't seem to have to grab anything. Schedule. The schedule of this week's funerary events. Examine the sofa. Comfortable looking sofa. When you kick the other thing, you're just punching and kicking. Also, once again, I'm like giant. The scale is permanently wrecked. The scale is just permanently wildly off. Does Sean have to be in the night hole for future tech show up? Yeah, I do. Hold on to it because it will make a nice surprise at a future time. Examine the window. A hauntingly beautiful stained glass window in which a man holds a scythe in one hand and some ethereal power. Ethereal spelt wrong. Power in the other. A saint kneels before a shepherd jubilantly terrified. You mean awestruck. The imprint of a head, buttocks and sliding heels are scraped into the thick dust of the pew. Okay. Anything I could grab? Candles? Brass candelabra? Is that how you say that? Candelabra? Holds several strange smelling candles. Lectern, a small lectern for a priest. Casket, an empty vessel of the dead. Quite like that. That's probably my favourite object description so far. Very just straightforward. Candlebra? It can't be Candlebra. There's no way you say that, Candlebra. Thank you for getting that spiffing. I'm going to wait before I hear literally any bangers on it before I get enthusiastic. Oh, yes. Mr. Moynihan. I'm going to save the game before Mr. Moynihan kills me. Pre-Moynihan.
Stephen,
Who are you?
I am Daniel Moynihan, mortician and proprietor of the Wayward Hotel.
Most people ask me why I don't remember their names.
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve. Besides, as one who deals with the dead, I try not to involve myself in the affairs of
No
the
way
living.
it's a Candlebra.
Your loss of memory is of no concern to me, true or false. Ironic, considering my recent involvement in a charity event.
What are you talking about?
My complaints were central to the scheduling of the upcoming Harvest Bake Sale. I'm gratified the Order of the Harvest Moon got involved. The proceeds will certainly help cover my losses.
The Order of the Harvest Moon?
As always, the Order of the Harvest Moon has taken the lead in addressing our societal ills. Through their sponsorship of the blood drive and
Hi,
the
Sheriff.
bake sale, the lodge ensures that all our needs are met.
Needs. Such as...
Pardon me, there are corpses to prepare. And my losses have been substantial of late. If you're sincerely interested in the Order, however, you should stop by the lodge and speak with the Sergeant-at-Arms.
Why should I be interested, Mr. Moynihan?
Of all the spots in Harvest, the lodge is the most prominent, literally and figuratively. It is the ambition of everyone here to join. And join you must to attain wisdom.
What kind of wisdom?
If I knew, I'd be a member. I have the feeling you have what it takes to join the Order, Stephen. We all believe that. Whether or not you live up to your potential is up to you.
I don't think we had any winning sprees. I think the normal winners won, like normal in Chat Steroids. Spiffing, I actually don't know a huge amount about the game. Should I be worried? Should I be concerned about streaming it? I could see it going in a dark direction. I think it's at its best when it's goofiest.
Then
God.
the Order is setting up shelters for the homeless?
Not shelters.
It's yes.
Graves.
Okay.
You see a great number of these hobos die while passing through. Don't ask me why, it's what those people do. Use your common sense, Stephen, memory or no. If they were involved in setting up homeless shelters, then why would I be involved? And why would I be sustaining losses?
I think the mature tag comes with the game, right? Like, I think they add certain tags. Yeah, this is a mature rated game, so I think that tag comes on when you put yourself into the category, which, if there's any way in which saying it's a mature rated stream protects you against, I don't know, if someone's head gets cut off. I don't know. Twitch's own thing has said it's mature. Oh, no problem, Sheriff. I don't think there'll be questionable sex. I mean, I think I would draw the line there as well. I think a baby being kicked in a cartoonish way might be fine. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it like exactly where the line is. Okay, what's this?
As always, the Order of the Harvest Moon has taken the lead in addressing our societal ills. Through their sponsorship of the blood drive and the bake sale, the lodge ensures that all our needs are met.
Needs. Such as...
Oh, we've done this, haven't we?
Why should I...
Of all...
What
If I...
Anything we want to ask about? Like blood? Blood?
You're spouting gibberish.
Anyone got any nouns to put in? Murder? Well, no, bake sale is already one of the keywords we've asked about twice.
You're spouting gibberish.
Garden.
You're spouting gibberish.
Cult.
You're spouting gibberish.
Hello, Spleeny. Maybe we could try salad.
You're spouting gibberish.
Jimmy, yeah, we could try that.
You're spouting gibberish.
Yeah, cannibal.
You're spouting gibberish.
You know what? I'm putting these in all caps just to... What if I tried, like, alerts like this?
You're spouting gibberish.
Yeah, Tipperary. Tipperary.
You're spouting gibberish.
Yeah, it's just not taking. Just doesn't like it.
I'd say it's been a pleasure, but I find the company of the living so wearisome.
Alright, any items I can have? Any items I can have? Hello, Fluff. Oh, there is a gore on and off. Well, we'll see. We'll see. The game's got gore in it. I think we already know that from when the main character gets shot in the head. This looks bad. Oh, it is bad. Fluff, this is bad. This is a bad time. Let's go to the lodge then. This is like the center of the cult. So maybe this is the center of the story. Examine the hole. Red eyes gleam with eerie malevolence from the darkness.
Only initiates may enter the hall of the Order of the Harvest Moon.
This is good.
Did you say something?
I did not speak, but my mind touched yours.
Telepathy? But how?
Only those who seek enlightenment want my attention. Do you hunger for true knowledge?
Yes, let me into the lodge.
There are always obstacles to the path. You must first fill out an application to be considered for initiation into the mysteries.
Okay, give me an application then.
Applications are available at the post office. Postmaster Boyle disseminates them to the uninitiated. I do not sully my hands.
Then I just fill it out and return it to you, or what?
You may find it difficult to obtain an application. You will no doubt need to find some way to persuade Postmaster Boyle to give you one in the middle of the month, as it is against his rules. When you do, however, bring it to me. And if you are worthy, you will be put to the test.
Timer complete.
Oracle, some of these sips involve me pouring the whole thing on my head, so I don't feel obliged to obey the sip randomizer. I'll do a splodge. Was that a splodge? Have I splodged? Okay, we have to go to the postmaster. Oh, can we just see his idle animation again? Do you know what? The 90s was the golden era of idle animations. Yeah, read no longer works. Sorry, Oracle. Soracle. I'm sure we had a good idle animation though. Read whispers? Are you telling me that, or are you asking me a question? Hello, Phil. Idle animations rule. Idle animations are a reward for not playing. I can't seem to trigger this one. I'd like to see the idle animation from behind. I think it's funny that we have to fill out a form. The jar of amber fluids is too close to the photo I've seen of piss drinkers. Are you saying that my jar reminds you of piss drinkers to an uncomfortable degree? Yeah? What's the other half of your job, Sweatshop? Well, let me assure you, this is just some cordial. Hello, Harry Hardy. Harry, I'm playing a game that I think you would really enjoy. I'm playing something that I think Harry Hardy would enjoy this. It's called Harvester. It came out in 1996, and it's an adventure game. How so? Let me just go back to my house. He's gone. Okay, let me show you. Let me show you what we've achieved in the game. Okay, what we've done. Talked to cultist, and then I'm going to load. Okay, at the very beginning of the game, you meet the paper boy outside your house. Wow. I don't even know what the problem of not having played the game is. I don't really know what I'm giving the content warning for. A content warning is very warranted. Okay. Content warning for this game. Content warning. This game's got content that requires a content warning. Oh, you can punch this boy. You can punch any character in the game. Oh, have I got the wrong? I haven't got the depth. Oh, we're saying it's probably worse than Mystery of the Druids then in that regard. And then it has this screen. Maybe I'm not giving it the best. Maybe I'm not giving it the best pitch. But the game has this almost comedic slapdash approach to violence and gore. We need to go to the post office so we can join the cult. Oh, I tried to punch the neighborhood newspaper boy, and he pulled a gun out of his bag and shot me. Have you played Boogerman, Harry Hardy, the Sega Genesis snot-based superhero game?
Yes?
I need some help, Mr.
Postmaster Boyle, what can I do for you today?
You can fast travel around by flushing yourself down a toilet in it, Harry.
Sorry, youngster, we're out of applications right now.
Come on, you must have one around here somewhere.
Well, I do have the master, but you can't write on that. And I only make copies once a month, on the button, regular as clockwork.
It won't kill you to make a lousy copy?
It's not the effort, son. It's the
We didn't like
principle.
that.
We must adhere to our standards. They're all that stand between civilization and chaos.
You might have made
I'm
good
sorry,
Boogerman.
you'll just have to come back in a month, same as anyone else. And even then, I can't guarantee you'll get an application. The line is always long, and there are never enough to go around.
It's very important that I get in quickly.
That's what they all say. Postmaster Boyle, I'll just die if I don't get into the lodge. I can't make an exception, young man. It just wouldn't be right.
Lodge.
I certainly don't wish to discourage you from joining, young man. That's just what you should be striving for. But I can't break the rules for you. You keep trying. You'll get in eventually.
Toilet.
Don't mumble, son. Can't understand you.
Please.
Don't mumble, son. Can't
What else could we put here? Gun.
Don't mumble, son. Can't.
Okay, he doesn't have what I
Next
need.
time you post, don't forget the zip code.
Standards, yeah, I could put in
Sorry, son.
standards. Standards.
Don't mumble, son. Can't
Blood.
Don't mumble.
Jimmy.
Don't mumble.
Steve.
Don't mumble.
Tubercane. What's tubercane?
Don't mumble.
He doesn't.
Next
I
time
don't
you-
know what to do. Who are you? A blind woman is trying to read her mail. Okay, fine. A zip code map with Harvest Dead Center. 3 clocks 3 times. Charity bake sale. I don't know how to even begin trying to convince him. Nothing. I got nothing out of that. Anything I can interact with here? 41% off packing peanuts, assorted colours. An old glory flag. A cup. Oh, here we go. Surely the cup I can put in my inventory. Can I punch it or kick it? I can't even pick up the cup. I can't even pick up the cup. Pick up the cup. Pick up the cup. Examine the cup. Pick up the cup. Pick up the cup. Can't pick up anything. Why you don't like me saying pick up the cup? Is picking up fully broken? I don't know. Honestly, I did several times consider just launching an investigation into why the pillow never spawned. I would have liked to get to the end of Darkseid, but I just couldn't stand the idea of spending an hour getting to where I was and there's no pillow. At least I can go in the barbershop this time. Pastorelli's barbershop with these 2 little trees. Yeah, great. There's a charm to this, you know? There's just a charm. There's just something unavoidably 1996 about this. Talk to Mr. Pastorelli. Simply doesn't respond. Examine the sheep. Except for its occasional hairball cough, it's hard to tell if the sheep is alive or not. Oh! Oh! No one minds, though. He wasn't talking. he wasn't responding. I thought maybe it did the buttons wrong.
Howdy, Steve.
Yeah. Howdy back, Mr.
It's swell, Steve. Don't you pull my old leg now. Change your mind about that aluminum side?
What are you talking about?
I'm gonna reload. I'm not gonna talk to Swodge or whatever his name is. Is he dead? He just goes down like that. I punched the local newspaper kid and he's got endless endurance. Yeah. You can't just reload? What do you mean? No, we're not doing some kind of Iron Man run of Harvester. I'm not living with any decisions. Look, I can never complete these games. And now you want me to live... You want me to just try and progress when one of the NPCs has been absolutely one-shot by me. Absolutely no way. I'm going to specifically label this save Pastorelli Unkilled. So I know he's alive.
Howdy, Steve.
Yeah. Howdy back, Mr.
Hello, Godhand.
It's swell, Steve. Don't you pull my old leg now. Change your mind about that aluminum siding?
What are you talking about?
I really think you should talk your father into buying some. He can afford it. And I can't stress enough the value of some really fine aluminum siding. Keeps it warm in the summer, cool in the winter, and it keeps out the sheep. Pastorelli ought to look into some, but I can't get him to understand a word I say.
Sheep. 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 There's something wrong with the inputs. This one's hitting the barber.
Can't understand why Pastorelli keeps that nasty
Thank
thing
you
in
so
there.
much for triggering the welcome back. We love seeing new faces
Kinda
in the
like
chat,
why I keep
and we
writing
love
under my
seeing
pillow.
this community
So
grow
I can
from
dream about
strength
woman.
to strength.
Ask about Pastorelli. Maybe we'll find out why he won't talk to me.
Pastorelli's a rube from way back. Ask
Hello,
Clem
Imperial.
Parsons how he followed up with the alarm system in here. I'm a plumber. I could fix it for him, but he just won't listen.
Can I punch the sheep? I'm worried that if I tried, I'd end up punching Pastorelli.
Well, I seen the end coming for the aluminum siding game, so I took a mail course and learned how to be a plumber. Now, there's a business that never lets up.
Yeah,
You'd be
Harry?
surprised what people flush down the toilet.
Tell me more about. I'm obviously very interested in this. What did they say to explain that position? Like what? If ever you discussed it, what was their like? What was the first thing they'd say to explain why they thought that? And by the way, I don't think necessarily she's wrong. I think I don't really want anything in particular enough. I think if I was a cult, I'd have a really, really clear objective and call to action for you guys. If I told you who she compared me to, is it someone truly heinous or just someone really annoying? I wonder if I want to know. I feel like Pandora's box has just been a little bit poked open. Alex Jones or someone. Heinous and perhaps annoying. On what basis? Why didn't she like me? What? What? Love the folded arms. Sorry, yeah, I'm open. Let me improve my body language. Go on, who? Who? Maybe I don't want to know. Maybe I don't want to know.
Hey, now here's a guy with no worries.
Thank you so much for triggering the welcome bear. We love seeing new
Alice
faces
Jones.
in the chat, and we love seeing this community grow from
David
strength to
Koresh.
strength.
Who's David Koresh? David Koresh. David Koresh was an American cult leader. Oh, Wacko. Okay, he played a central role in the Wacko Siege in 1993 as the head of the Branch Davidians, a religious sect and offshoot of Seventh-day Adventists. Koresh claimed to be its final prophet. His apocalyptic biblical teachings, including interpretations of the Book of Revelation and the Seven Seals, attracted various followers. I don't see it. Waco. Is it Waco? Wacko. Is it not Wacko? I'm just learning about this now. I don't see it. I don't look anything like Wacko. I don't see it.
Ah, Dr. Plem.
Have
It's
I got a
that taste
PNG of
that you
Live
just
Well?
won't forget.
Albert, do you have a PNG of the Live Well hats? Yes, Rickard, exactly. I tell you, I can't get you to believe me on anything. Honestly, I sit here every other evening and I can't get you to even behave. I can't even get you. I can't even now, right? I'm playing this game and you're obscuring the avatars with 4-minute timers. And I'm like, oh, I wish Oracle wasn't setting those. But I think, what's the point even saying, you know? Oh, it won't stop anyone. It won't stop anyone doing it. I'm like the opposite of a cult leader. I'm the absolute opposite. It's like an opposite triangle. David Koresh. I feel like I'm leading a David Koresh sometimes.
Paul, oh
This couldn't be less like a cult. The way I see it, right? Here's your standard cult. Right? You got everyone here. And then up here, here's your bright star. And there's your leader. That's your David Wacko, right? Let me grab him. What's his name? Wacko. Right, he's up there. And then here you've got followers. And they live here. Right? But with me, it's completely the wrong way around. All the followers are over here, and then I'm just down here on the floor, and there's me, just being like, you know, why can't anything I ask happen? This is my life. I'm the opposite of Koresh. I'm the least wacko one here. That's Koresh, and that's me. But I tell you what, check Discord. All right. Just moving my Discord to the window while I'm showing my screen, in case anyone could see how many times people just DM me the word piss or whatever. And now we can go back. Okay, we're just going to see just this track.
Winner is this.
It's not a million miles away. You think this is exactly how it's playing to. Thank you, Harry. Yeah, I'm the anti-Koresh. Yeah. How could I do a cult? I can't get anything working. I can't get. Where have I gone? Where am I? Where have I gone? What's happened to me? Oh, okay. So, yeah, I haven't. I'm going to have to at some point because they're ending support for Windows 10. I think my years of deactivated Windows are going to be behind me soon. Look directly down the camera. Well, what's the no?
Timer complete.
No one else thinks I'm wacko, do they? I suppose this is a cult, but a cult that is inculcating its members into a habit of disrespecting and overthrowing its leadership. How have you done this kind of highlight? This is incredible. Then Bird said sorry, Grugras said smorry. Why are people saying smorry? Stop wackoing me! I'm trying to... I know you're making my point. I know you're making my point for me. I wish people would say smorry, actually. I don't think this is a cult. Thank you. Is this a cult?
Thank you so much for triggering the welcome bear. We love seeing new faces in the chat, and we love seeing this community grow from strength to strength.
It's not a cult. Do you think she was just jealous? Do you think she was just jealous of all the time you spend with your friends? Because if I was jealous of all the people my partner hangs out with, I could just say it's a cult. It's the Women's Institute. People have got too much free time and energy. I think she was jealous. Well, she's welcome in, as long as it wouldn't make you uncomfortable. Cult leaders are usually banging most of the followers. Yeah, whereas Jam honestly doesn't really tune in very often. She only tunes in my experience, when she hears me saying something through the flat, and she'll just log in to just say one line in response to something she's heard through the corridor. And then she turns it back off. I reference things that happen like minutes after she was saying something. She doesn't know what I'm talking about. What was the message that started all of this anyway? I don't know. Yeah, how did this start? Harry, why has this come up? Oh, that does min-max the mall points. I've always expected people would come... Harry's ex... Yeah, but why did that even come up? How did we get to here? Doesn't matter, does it? Probably because I punched that barber. I would just blurt it out. I don't remember bringing anything up. Yeah, sorry, I must be implanting thoughts. Sorry for doing it. Sorry for being a wacko. God, that looks good. God, that looks good. How can we maximum all points? Just come in and say hello every stream. God, that looks good. If you think that looks good, can you just please say GTLT in the chat if you think God, that looks... Oh, God, that looks good. Yeah, God, that looks good.
Ah.
Don't say
Dr. Plem.
GLT.
It's got that taste that you just won't forget.
Okay, back in. Let's squeeze out another half hour. Plumbing. No, bye.
Nice to see you again, Steve.
Thanks. No problem, Harry. Thank you for popping in.
Hello there, youngster. They say them aliens I was telling you about, well, they came back last night. Cut another crop circle in my south field.
How come I never see none of them saucers, Clam?
Them aliens is wily, Pete. You don't cross the intergalactic void without learning a trick or two. You know what Pastor Ellie did? Yesterday, he gets an alarm system to protect his pole. Only he don't know how to rig it, so now it's all awry.
Before we finish the stream, we got another half an hour left. But I kind of want to find my fiance, because that also feels like a big cornerstone of the plot. I think it's a good diversion if we completely forget that we were ever playing a game.
Hello, Steve. How's the husband-to-be?
Other than having no memory, I guess I'm all right.
All right? You should be ecstatic, considering what you're getting into, if you haven't gotten into it already. Speaking of which, I heard Stephanie was grounded. Her daddy's worried about getting his meat. Though if I were him, I'd be more concerned about Stephanie getting some meat.
Right. And you are?
You always were a kidder, Steve. I'm Mr. Johnson, remember? Glad you stopped by. Just got finished waxing the tucker. I could use a little relaxation. But since Edna's not here, I might as well talk to you.
I'm curious about the occasional sounds of, like, gunshots. Oh god, David... Yeah, can we get David Koresh out of here? What? Where am I? Let's get Wacko out of here. Where am I? Excuse me? Oh, I was put into oblivion. Alright, I'm back. Did I ever tell you about my biggest kid, Funky Mr. Chicken? In 2014 or 2015, I just started posting that I had a TV show. And I spent about a month and a half pretending I had a TV show on Channel 4. And then a year later, I was doing a live studio recording for something for local TV, not national TV. And I wanted people in the audience. And I would say about a third of the people I knew well didn't turn up because they were like, I remember this joke from last year, and they didn't come. So I fully got Boy Who Cried Wolf on that. So you can get Boy Who Cried Wolf. You might think that's an old-fashioned risk.
Bye now.
It's very real even now. I said I was going to work. I was going to work and I was on the bus, and for a laugh, I posted to, I think, Facebook, saying I've had a pilot commissioned for my new scripted reality TV show, My Silly Friends. And I just put in enough details there where I thought it just, I don't know, that it would be like 90% of people I'd know that I was joking, and then just a tiny few would be like maybe tricked. But when I got out of work, hours and hours later, and looked at my phone, I'd been congratulated by almost everyone I've ever met. So I thought, well, there's no way of climbing down, is there? There's no way of climbing down from this. So I just kept pretending. And then, actually, and then, I, at some point, I did my first ever live stream on the date that I said it was going to air on Channel 4. And I did a live stream with Sam Nicoresti and Ava in there talking about what happened to the show. It was meant to be like a behind the scenes of the show that never existed. It was a good time, honestly. Don't regret it. And a fun joke we did, you're never going to see it, it's hidden, it's gone. But a joke that we did was that I beamed the live stream at us through a projector onto the back wall. So you saw a projection of us beamed onto us with a delay happening in real time. And it was, I think, one of the most visually disorientating things I've done. I thought that was good. I went to LA Lax to relax and I'm back. Brent sat and I was saying that to myself while I was doing the dishwasher this morning. I say phrases from My Silly Friends all the time. I went to LA Lax to relax and now I'm back. That's incredible. That's incredible that you said the most quotable thing in that hour-long stream. That was from, oh my God. It was from about a decade ago. Incredible. But it just goes to show. It's not good to lie. I think that's the... So the dad was in the butcher's meat plant, right? And to LA Lax to relax, and now I'm back. No, don't tell me you've just found it. Yeah, all right. I guess it was merely unlisted. How have you found it then? How have you found an unlisted video? Oh, I suppose it'll just be up on some old social media posts that I haven't thought about. Don't watch it. Don't watch it. Okay, we got a poll up. Is it good to lie? Yes, no. Yes, but that's a lie. Or I went to LA Lax to relax and now I'm back. Don't watch it. It's nothing. Honestly, it's absolutely nothing. I honestly don't recommend watching it. Nothing happens. Nothing happens for a full hour. I honestly, you've already heard the best line. I don't recommend it. We're here. It's supremely slow TV. I'm telling you as a friend and as a leader of the cult, David Wacko himself, I wouldn't recommend clicking through. Like, on a serious level, I have unlisted it for a reason. It's not very good. I didn't really know what I was doing. Check Discord. Ugh. If I ran a cult, I could just stop you doing this. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Albrot's just made a very good alteration to this. It's on the YouTube playlist of yours. I said, what, this is my fault? What else is in that playlist? Bloody hell. I should private the playlist. Oh yeah, okay, I'm going to make that playlist unlisted. That playlist should be hidden. Let's hide that. Hide that playlist from anyone who wants to see it. Oh, how do I do this then? Yeah, there's loads of stuff on there. It was to keep alive something that was nostalgic. It's not for you guys. I can't stress that enough. It's not for you guys. What happened was, there was another group in Sheffield that was making it, that was making these like sketch videos, and then we launched a rivalry, and it all gets very complicated. So I put it into, you know what, you don't need to know. This is just for me and this is just for my life. Visibility unlisted. There you go, gone. Thank you, Rosanna, for letting me know. Maybe don't make the Steve actor go into a thing. God, is he really that bad? I need to vet things more. I need to vet things more than this. It's bad. Do you know, I think probably we should... Everyone has been telling me, softly, that this game is not mere hijinks. It's probably going to get me on a watch list. I don't know, everyone's saying that there's something's going to be in the game that I'm going to feel very bad about broadcasting. And, tangentially related, people are saying I'm a cult leader. I've streamed it. Yeah, but my viewers are very sensitive. They're fragile. They're like glass. They're like beautiful glass trinkets from the seaside. They're fantastic to behold, but if you drop them, they're gone. That's it. They're gone. They're out of here. They're out for the count. They will not come back. Not because they don't want to, but because they've got to be in some sanatorium in the woods. They've got to go and take in some of the tree air. Yeah, you're the cult leader. Oh, Albrot, no. We're all brittle. We're all brittle, yeah. Poll, 2 minutes so you can all think about it. How fragile are you? 1, utterly brittle. Can take 1 knock, then dead. 3, bouncy, hard to harm. Or 4, unbreakable, truly solid. Okay, this will help me know. This will really inform future behaviours. How fragile are you? 1, for early brittle. 2, can take 1 knock then dead. 3, bouncy, hard to harm. No one falls into that category. And 4, unbreakable, truly solid. Utterly brittle. What did I tell you? That you are in the company of some beautiful glass trinkets. Incredible to behold. You can put different coloured sands inside them and shake them around. But if you drop them, dear motherly God, you have sent a butterfly to its grave. The fools will be with you in wacko. I'm no wacko. Yeah, Pete, this is important. This is Demography Manifest. This is the biggest data I've ever harvested. This is the harvester stream where I harvest this important information. Harry Hardy's DM me the word piss. I'll respond to that in my own time. Although actually, as much as many people are utterly brittle and that will be the winner, there's quite a lot of bouncy people in the chat. Hello, Sheriff Pup. Sheriff, could you quickly just answer this poll? How fragile are you between... Oh, okay. What am I? What am I? Honestly, heart on heart, I'm probably a 2. But I'm imagining a big knock. When I'm imagining a knock, I'm imagining an absolute bludgeon. Thanks, Jime. It's going to be in the exclusive club of people who can take one knock and then they're dead. Winner is... Oh, we don't know. We absolutely don't know. Yeah, sorry, Catbox. Yeah, it's quite a substantive criticism of the poll. Well, I'm not going to look up exactly what all the problematic behaviour of this game and its actors are. Oh yeah, is there a late show tonight? CBM. How are you feeling about that criticism? I can take it, but if I receive a second, that's it. That'll go numb between the ears and I'll just be gurgling for the rest of the stream. Okay, should we find some meat? No one else has had friends or partners saying that they're in a cult for this, have they?
Steve. About the same, I guess. He's been away from work for weeks, and when I call your house, your mother won't let me talk to him.
I haven't seen him either.
This is a fine kettle of fish, I must say. Though I am glad to see you taking an interest in the business in your dad's absence.
Who are you?
Aw, Steve, I didn't want to believe that amnesia hokum. Now you're saying you don't remember your pal Pat O'Reilly?
I do have amnesia.
Look, I'm not kidding about the amnesia. Why won't anyone believe me?
Well, you always were such a kidder, Steve.
Funny how that's beginning to sound like a stock answer. Like it was coached.
You sure are acting like a kidder, son. With your dad ill, you're gonna need to start behaving like an adult. Especially if you're gonna take over the family business.
Dad's illness.
What exactly is wrong with your dad?
I don't know.
I wouldn't worry about it too much, Steve. You should be thinking about running the family business one day. That, getting into the lodge.
Family business?
You may come to realize that this business is not for everybody. Just ask your poor, ill dad.
I'll just ask my poor, ill dad.
Dedication and a strong stomach.
I don't even know what that was.
A lot of times, when I'm finished scrubbing up and digging the bits of intestine out from my fingernails, I must confess I don't have much appetite for red meat. But red meat is one of the principal food groups, and you've got to have it. So when you can do this all day and help yourself to a juicy red steak afterwards, then by golly, you can call yourself a butcher.
Fluff, I believe the answer to that question is
would
no.
certainly help that, wouldn't it?
Let's get out of the meat factory.
Don't be such a stranger, Steve. And my best to your dad.
Yes, so My Silly Friends was the fake thing that he said was going to be on Channel 4, and InfoWow was the real thing we filmed live the following spring. I don't know, I'm worried that this is a dog. Yeah, it's a cat that he's butchering. I don't recommend... My Silly Friends was probably great to watch live at the time. I don't recommend it now. You could probably enjoy how young I look, and then that's it. That's all it will has. InfoWow, I think, holds up. I think InfoWow's a good time. I don't think InfoWow's hidden. InfoWow's just up. He's here as well.
Young man, we really have nothing to say to each other. I have the feeling your image shall soon adorn my slab, and I'd rather not know the face of the meat I'm slicing.
Okay, goodbye.
I'd say it's been a pleasure, but
I just want to find my fiancée before I leave. Is InfoWow pre-Glang? No, I don't think so, actually. I think the Glang show comes from April 2013. Glang show's old as heck. Didn't she live next door? Oh, so she lives in the Potsdam residence.
There he is, my future son-in-law. And how's he doing today?
Dom
What brings him
DeLuise.
to the Potsdam household, huh? Huh?
I've lost my memory.
What a card.
Would I kid about something like that? Why won't you believe me?
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve. Your mother just telephoned us about your latest shenanigans. Isn't that right, Mrs. Potsdam?
Sure did, Mr. Potsdam. You little rascal.
Imagination's a swell thing to have, in small amounts. Man needs to keep his feet on the ground, especially if he's getting married. Tell me, is your father feeling better? Is he going back to the slaughterhouse anytime soon?
Let's just go talk to our fiancée.
Sorry. You'll have to ask Mrs. Potsdam for permission to see Stephanie. She's in the kitchen.
Hang on, what's this painting? The man of the house squeezing his meat. Great. This is almost cloyingly 1996 performative counterculture.
Hello, Steve. Have you flossed today? Well, Stephanie is grounded, Steve.
Why?
I'm sure I don't know. Mr. Potsdam has sent her to her room, and in her room she'll stay until Mr. Potsdam says otherwise. Probably until the wedding.
Grounded.
Mr. Potsdam feels there's too much at stake to allow Stephanie to run around loose.
She doesn't want to get married either, huh?
Are you saying you don't want to marry my daughter?
I don't know your daughter, Mrs. Potsdam. Why is she grounded? Afraid she'll run away before the wedding?
No! She's as delighted as we are about the wedding. Every bit as delighted as we are. But she
I
might be
haven't
hit by a
flossed
car
today.
or a falling piano or who knows what. Mr. Potsdam wants us all to be one happy family, and he doesn't want to risk anything happening at the last minute.
Can I see Stephanie?
I don't see any reason why not.
Oh, okay, great.
Give my regards to your parents.
Great, we've got our permission, I think. Okay, great. Stephanie's room. It's Stephanie, my fiancée.
Who are you? What are you doing in my room?
Haven't you heard? We're getting married.
So, you're the one. Steve, isn't it?
You mean you don't know me?
I mean, I don't know anyone. I don't remember anything. How many times do I have to say it?
Just one, Stephanie, because I can't remember a damn thing either.
Really? Oh God, I thought it was just me.
Yeah, plot.
You're not alone. Can you tell me what's going on here?
Those people downstairs have locked me in my room. They say I'm grounded until the wedding.
Alright, yep, those people.
They claim to be my parents. I can't dispute it because I can't remember for sure one way or the other, but it doesn't feel right. Do you have any idea where you do belong?
Yeah, weird
No,
portholes.
but I'm fairly sure I don't belong in Harvest.
Yeah. I can't remember anything, but I feel in my heart that the woman downstairs is not my mother. She's like this thing, like a parody, a bad joke with mother as the punchline. Does that make any sense?
Yep, I get
I'm
it.
glad I'm not the only one who sees it that way. I thought I was going crazy.
Join the club. But we can't both be crazy, Stephanie.
Either way, something really weird is going on here. I've got to escape, and so do you. Because in a way, whether you know it or not, I think we're both grounded.
Both grounded? Question mark implied.
It's been hell. They treat me well, but they won't let me leave this room. Not even to go out in the yard. Not until the wedding.
They won't tell you why?
Each one blames the other for grounding me. They make up different excuses. Different things I did, none of which I remember. So I sit up here, watch the world outside my window, and listen to the noises in the house.
The music's odd, right? It seems to cut off and come back at different times. I've noticed it in other areas. The music seems to loop oddly, but it could just be the DOS reconstruct. Who knows? Have I tried the combine mechanic yet? Jonesy, I've spent the entire evening, well, when I wasn't ranting about not being a cultist, just trying to find a single item to pick up. I don't even have one item, so I can't combine. What do you think I should do next?
I don't know. If I could get out of here, I'd walk around, talk to the locals, try to figure out a way to escape. And probably wind up at the lodge.
The lodge?
Everything in Harvest seems to revolve around this damned lodge, this Order of the Harvest Moon. They're responsible for this insane
It's
fake
clearly
sale
a
that's
cult.
coming, and for the Harvest Blood Drive too. When people talk about the lodge, it's always in this hushed, reverent tone. Mom keeps telling me that women can't join, but she keeps pressuring me to get you to join.
I love when it cuts to the cutscenes.
Maybe if I want answers, I should go right to the source and get a membership application.
That's probably the worst thing you could do.
You think the lodge is some kind of trap?
I think all of Harvest is a trap.
If that's true, maybe joining the lodge is the way out.
Look, why not explore the town a little? I can't get out of here, but if I could, that's what I'd do. Maybe you can figure out what's happening here without going anywhere near the lodge.
You're really afraid of the
Fiancé,
lodge,
right?
aren't you?
I look at that building, all lit up at night, and I get scared.
It's
I
the
mean,
same
look
clip.
at the damn thing. Seem like a harmless bunch of Masons to you?
Escape?
Escape?
Harvest is a prison, Steve. Don't forget that.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Of course I'm right.
All right, bye. Anything we want to ask wife? Any nouns for the wife? I could put in wife.
You're not making sense.
That's fair. I did say the word wife. Flower, sure.
You're not making sense.
But, sure, I can try that.
You're not making sense.
We're not making sense. Scotch egg.
You're not making sense.
Yeah, I have just said wife, but Scotch egg. Father.
You're not
That makes more sense. Escape.
Escape?
Harvest is a prison, Steve.
Escape?
Don't forget that.
Yeah, we've done this.
Of course.
Potsdam. Potsdam.
You're not making sense.
Yeah, meat could be good. Yes, sorry.
You're not
Thank
making
you
sense.
so much for triggering the welcome bear. We love seeing new faces in the chat, and we love seeing this community grow from strength to strength.
Meat.
You're not making sense.
I'm afraid I'm not making sense.
Come back and visit me soon. Okay.
I just wish I could pick anything up. Not the be all and end all, but it feels odd that there just aren't many items you can pick up. She has nice taste. I don't think she decorated this room, because as we've just learned, the first thing you learn after talking to her is that she's a captive here. Oops. Oh yeah, should we punch someone? I'm going to go at 1:30. So, is there anyone we've met in the game so far that we should get into a fist fight with? I don't necessarily want to punch my fiance. Sheep, other door. You want me to punch the other door? She's Purdy. Can't really. There's no real opportunity to see that. Pre-wife's mum. Fiance's dad. Funeral director. Moynihan. I think let's punch the dad. And I'll just call this, you know, spree. I think he'll probably go down. It will be a sucker punch to the back of the head. I don't think he'll survive. I overclicked, didn't I? I clicked perhaps more than I needed to. I was thinking I'd need to get into an extended fight. But no, we as just a normally built guy uppercut the guy's entire head and neck off. Yeah, I suppose if I can also kill the... Do you think it's like in the universe it had a really soft head and upper body?
What were you thinking? Attacking someone like that?
Somebody help me! What do you people want from me?
Too late for that, boy. Ain't it, Sergeant?
Indeed it is, Sheriff. Answers may only be found in the lodge, and you must be alive to seek them.
Explain that for you to proceed in the game, you need to be alive. This is like a submarine radar thing. That's just on the death page. Remember, you need to be alive to play the game. I mean, it's a good hint. Hello, Stevesy. Alright, who else do we want to punch? It seems like we can't go on a full rampage because sometimes you are punished moving like into a different room after you punch someone. The sheep. I have a feeling if I try to do the sheep, I'll probably end up hitting the barber, but I mean, once he's dead, I can try and hit the sheep. Barbershop, right? Yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean, I clicked on the sheep. We all saw I clicked on the sheep. And you can see I'm earnestly trying to hit the sheep here. This is an earnest attempt to batter a sheep. It's interesting, like, who goes down in one hit, whereas some people really put up a fight. Presumably, this is just going to put me into another... Yeah. Sure. We can fast track through that sequence.
What were you?
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Alright, anyone else? Anyone else you think's worth punching in the head before we close up shop? The Undertaker? Yeah, we'll try and get the Undertaker. Oh, could just punch our way into the lodge, actually, yeah. I bet that will have a unique... Punching our way into the lodge will have a unique thing. Can I go back into position? Alright, yeah, I'm coming back. Lovely. Okay. I feel like I need to be closer to him. I feel like it won't actually let me walk up close enough to try and punch him. I think they didn't want to give me the option.
Not
No,
yet.
I haven't. No.
Whether you do or not matters little to me. Many are called, but few chose.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm going to finish up the stream soon, so anything that should lead to progress or exposition might not really be that helpful. Punch the butcher. Should we punch the butcher before we close up? Yeah, fine. What happens if you say fuck to your mom? Why not learn that? They really thought of everything, huh?
I told you I'm busy, Steve. What a thing to say to your mother. Was that an invitation now that your father is out of action?
That's a lot worse than I was expecting. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay.
You mind your... Don't forget to put the paper...
Let's not try and find out what happens if you go the other way on that. Quite a grim game, really, in a lot of ways. Let's just punch the butcher and then go check on Catbox. It was a different time, yeah. It was 1996 and or what 1996 for 1957 was like. We'll go punch this cat. Oh, sometimes you can't really walk close enough to do a lot of punching. I know I can. Oh, proper combat. Okay, I'll go low. I'll earn this. You don't have a response to the low, do you? Okay, going up, uppercut type. Oh, well, fair enough. Fair enough. Can I punch cats? I think you'll have to find that out in your own time. Well, this is Harvester. We've seen it. Thank you all for tuning in. Let's get back into... In fact, let me do my outro to my preferred music. Lovely. Well, thank you all for tuning in. Fun as ever. It was great to see a bit of Harvester. It was great to see a bit of Crazy Bus. It was great to be told someone out there accusing me of being like David Wacko. Could we get a little titles run to say goodbye? Of course. Hello, Learning Laser. Getting your more point just on the outro. You love to see high strategy. And thank you all for tuning in. Specifically, I would like to say thank you to... Thank you to the littlest Josie, Josie Russell. Thank you to the hard-working Unicycle Rosanna 20,000, the Live Laugh Lovely Slop Andrew Banter III, the aspirational Mugtree Big Popper Peter, to Gomelon, IYCD Imperial Halloumi. This is all your fault, Moral Recordings. I recommend you go to twitch.tv/catboxman, which we actually will be. I don't know how much longer I could... The gnarly chainsaw learning laser, the type catastrophe oracle of truth, the unfathomable ice cream Maggie FBK, Yahoo, Het is Martine F, the higgledy-piggledy shame Roy Johnson. Great work the other night, Roy Johnson. It's crushing ceiling. The bedraggled fluff weasel, the gnarly keycard Jime reception, the hot signifier John Cullen. The dwarven cup carousel, just Stevesy. The swaying one-way street, ZT Mackin. The sardonic peel, it's Phil Tiny. Is it King of Time? the Olympic-sized Crinston Mono DB, the fiery, fully tree-mugged Momo Cristo, the explosive, undefined Osage, the Fool's Garden Summer B76, the Egg Rebel 84_ Natalie, the grotesque symbol Cardboard Children, the Got Langingham, Rick, Mr. Rick, and introducing Funky Mr. Chicken, the Nice Pill 2-chloro 3-methylpentane, the Crimson Pantyhose Wimp Dork, the most fuckable Pokemon Albrot, the Glistening Pete Boom Funks, the Peppery Pro Red Quixote, the Fumigated Love Potion Spiffing. Thank God she's here. It's Bird.exe, the 22 times Dickhead Bread Santa, the Grugger Smith, the Rascally Motorway Service Station, Mank B, and the Crumpled Leg Sheriff Pup. How do you use your more points to buy eggs again? Exclamation mark, plus eggs, or add eggs, or something. Just take a guess. Just take a guess. It'll be one of those. And now's your chance to do so, because I'm going.
Egg. Fish.
King of Time has removed eggs from the cap, removing over 4,000 eggs from the cap. Albrot has removed over 2,000 eggs from the cap. Summer has added nearly 6,000 eggs to the cap. What happened in the game? It's just a troubling game. Harry? I retract my suggestion you'd enjoy the game. I think it's a troubling game. It's troublesome in its own way. But just remember, if ever it comes up, or you're having arguments with a friend or partner, well, this doesn't represent me. This doesn't. Never mind. Never mind. I'm not any of those people. Goodbye. Avoidably 1996 about this. Talk to Mr. Pastorelli. He doesn't respond. Examine the sheep. Except for its occasional hairball cough, it's hard to tell if the sheep is alive or not. Oh! Still learning the right kind of question. Let's do another round then. Let's just enjoy ourselves. Because I think